I have a bit to go with my fitness training, but I'm going to get dressed this morning like it's screwed down. It's warm. It's minus 19 centigrade. It's going to get a little bit warmer today, go to minus 13, 14, and then it's going to go down again for another week. Men, at least 4 layers between you and your important piece of information and packaging. It will freeze. This will freeze, your hands will freeze, your face will freeze. These are the areas that are prominent that will freeze. I'm going to do a video on pantyhose, but not today. Pantyhose is a very cheap and reliable way of providing protection in extreme cold. So what I'm basically doing here is layering microfiber layers, modern technology, between me and the outside. And as Brad pointed out, wind resistance is important. But what he didn't point out, sorry Brad, is that wind resistance helps. This helps. But in sub-zero temperatures, you will still suck heat out of your body via your clothes, no matter how many layers you have on, unless you're wearing a spacesuit. So when it's really cold, don't go out unless you have to, and then do it for short periods. Now, I find socks very important. Like I said before, I pretty much only use running socks. On a cold day like this, what I would do is I put one pair on. Tight-fitted running socks don't slip, don't cause friction, and really cut down the amount of blisters you'll get in a bug out. But it's cold, so I'm going to use a wool blend sock on the outside. Now as soon as you do this, you drastically increase your risk from blistering, so be aware of that. But you're probably going to be running, though I have ran before, and when it's been cold, it's kind of fun. So now, because my bottom half is layered, going through room temperature, I'm starting to sweat. I don't really want to sweat. So what I do recommend is you actually put 1 or 2 layers on, go into a foyer that's not warm, or just outside the house, out of the wind, and then put everything else on. Inner layers, these are always an arguable thing. What I really like are these, and I got these for like 30 bucks. These are pretty much merino wool icebreaker. Again, I find I like artificial fibres next to me in the heat and the cold. I find they wick really well. This one I really like. Again, it doesn't have to be tight. This has a hood, which is also a useful thing. Now why doesn't it have to be tight? That goes against conventional wisdom. It's the air gap between the materials that's going to keep you warm, not the material itself. Initially, material will keep you warm because it traps air and all the rest of it. But very quickly, the outer layer of any material in a minus Fahrenheit, 0 Fahrenheit environment will suck temperature out. What stops the temperature from dropping at the core is multiple layers of air. So whatever you're wearing, you want to keep it dry and you want to keep it air, so that's why you don't want to sweat. So this is about as far as I would go, and then I would go outside. But video, the battery will not last. On a very cold day, having done this, I'm going to go for wool. Again, wool's expensive, it doesn't wash that well, so a blend's a good idea. But I like this kind of thing. Don't want to lose my hood, but this is always a useful thing to have. Now, it's not minus 32 like it is where Jeff is of Survival Club Canada. It's minus 19 centigrade, there isn't that much wind out, still dark. So when people talk about layering, extreme cold, you've got to have like 3 to 4 to 5 layers, possibly 6, on all skin. All skin will freeze in 15 minutes. If you have nothing else and it's suddenly become cold in the panhandle, nothing wrong with using a good old-fashioned bandana. It helps keep the hot air here from escaping here. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a scarf. And what do I do with my head? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? As I said before, I'm not a huge big fan of ski masks. No offence to anybody that likes ski masks for fun and pleasure, but I find I have problems with them fogging up, so I have to keep it below the nose, so the nose gets quite cold. And also for this type of ski mask, the forehead's going to freeze. So I find myself, and it's different for everybody, it's my forehead. My whole forehead stays warm, I'm going to feel warm. So good old-fashioned toque on top, really pulled down here. And a hat, woolly hat, lined hat, whatever you've got, Santa Claus hat. Now, there's a couple of things I'm going to show once I've decluttered myself, because there's a few little tips that I have. As you'll notice, what I've got is material that's designed to overlap. It's designed to trap the air, the warm air that I'm producing all the time next to my skin, and progressively move outwards, pulling sweat away so I don't get wet. And that's the one layer glove system. And then you put this on. But in all honesty, when it gets really cold, I'm always going to go for 3 gloves. And you cannot fight, work and do much of anything in a glove like this. So you have to peel it down. Peeling it down and still having 2 layers is actually a good idea, with semi-good dexterity. Then in the old winter coat. My winter coat will become a bug-out coat in the spring. But again, tighten up the areas where air will escape. It's the air escaping that will kill you, not the cold. Human body, 37 centigrade. Normal temperatures outside of California and Florida, a lot less than that. And we don't get hypothermia and we don't die, because we dress in layers. And we eat a lot, we burn calories. So on the really cold days, be careful. Now, I left the hood around, but now I can't find it, so I have to fiddle around with it, right? So the fiddling around you want to do inside or when it's protected. But this kind of a setup will not keep you warm. It will keep you alive to go outside and do some chores, but it won't keep you alive indefinitely. If you're not eating a lot of calories and drinking a lot of fluids that are warm but not too hot, you're in trouble. That's it from me. Stay frosty. Au revoir.
Wow.